Hi everyone, Kim here. I'm working on my card for the Just a Scrappin Design Team Weekly Challenge. And for this week, it's Make a Spring Card. Now, I'm going to be doing a couple different things, I guess, that I've not done for a while or done before. Not the embossing folder, but I wanted to show you this embossing folder. I went crazy on consumercrafts.com. They were having their Doris embossing folders on sale. Now, I got a ton of them, but this one here I thought was so cute. These are little tulips. Not really sure if you can see those, but so I bought that one and some others. But I first tried to run it through this coordinations paper, and it's got some texture to it, but I wasn't pleased with how it was turning out after I sanded it. So I passed on that, and I went to this coordinations paper, and it's coordinations, but it's not as textured, and I think that's why it turned out a little better than what I had wanted. This is Stampin' Up! Paper. I don't know the color. Sorry, I had it in my stash. Was not with the original packaging. I believe this is My Mind's Eye. Again, using a scrap, and that's going to be one of the layers. And then I have this one here, but I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to go ahead and use my sanding tool. This is a Tim Holtz sanding tool. You don't have to have this to do your coordinations. You can use a nail file as well. If any of you use another type of tool than the nail file or the Tim Holtz, leave a comment so we can all get that information. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to fussy cut around these here like this, and then I'll be putting it on my card. I have not done this before. A lot of embossing, but I haven't embossed and then fussy cut. And then, excuse me one second. All right, back to fussy cutting. As I said, I've never done this sort of, I'm going to call it a technique for lack of better words, before. So, almost done here. And I'll be able to use the top part of this too. On another layout or card or something like that. Well, let's go all the way down here, and I'm trying to make the outline part where I'm cutting all even, so it looks not professional, but in my mind better. I did get my garden planted, my spring garden. We have horrible dirt here, so I put everything in pots, but I do have, my lettuce is growing, and I've got a couple of really pretty yellow buds that are coming up for my tomatoes. And what else do I have? Cucumbers. Not a whole lot. I didn't have a whole lot of pots to put those in, so I did what we would be using and what we would actually eat. I have tried to grow corn before, but that's not ever worked out for me. When I was a little girl, it did. We used to have a farm, and I grew up, with half an acre, and we had a big old huge garden. So, oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Okay, yeah. Get a little excited there, Kim. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just put this on top of this, and I can do that right now. And I just realized I cut something out from the Cricut Explore library, and my mind just gone blank on where I got the, oh, darn it, where I got the cut from. So I'll have to glance over at my computer while I'm doing this and see what the name of the cartridge was that I used. Just getting it on the edges so it'll lay straight flat on the card. So I cut the coordinations paper out and this paper out at 5 1/4 in the length, and then this one I did it at 4 1/4, but it didn't matter, and then 4 1/4 that way. All right, let me take a quick look at my image here. So sorry, I'm leaving you wondering. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is from Phrases. Wow. Very cool. So let's get my tweezers. And I did it in black because I thought if I were to do it in purple or anything like that, the colors would blend in too much. Put the little birdie on there. Excuse me, there's just 3 layers. So it cuts out with this, the base of this, and then this little cutie patootie. And then these are her wings, and let me figure out how those would go. Let me see real quick again. So sorry. Get back onto my mat. And oh, actually there was another piece that needed to be cut out. So I'll have to do that, but I did not do that here. And that goes like that. The other piece I think was her beak. Or his beak. It's a her because she's got pink. She's a pink bird. So I'll do that later, but you're getting the idea. And then I want to put a little sparkly thingy bling for her eye. These are Recollections, a really tiny one, and I think a really pretty blue one would be good. Although there's no blue in the actual card, it's okay. I don't need to pull this all the way out. And I'm going to try to lift this up without flinging it across my desk. I tend to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on. And I should have used my glue stick pen, which I actually do have right here. I'll grab my little craft mat so that I don't get glue on my other mat. Alright, this should work better. I left it open. Okay, there we go. Got it started. Quite often, because my boys are home a lot, college schedules and stuff like that, I'll be in the middle of making something, and they'll come in and not interrupt, but want to talk to me or whatever, and then I forget to put the lids on things, and I walk away from the project, and yeah, I'll leave it out. This is not working very well. I'm so frustrated. My fault. Okay, let's just see if this will stick with this amount of glue on it. Nice. Very, very cute. So Phrases. I've had that cartridge for a long time. Okay, so this is Glossy Accents Crackle that I just bought at the last scrapbook event that I went to. And let me use this again. I just want to see how this comes out. And if you're not familiar with Crackle, what it does is it doesn't look crackly when you first put it on your project, and then it dries, and it's a really cool technique. I'm not going to do all of them. Maybe the smaller ones. Yeah, I'll do this one here, because I don't want to take away from the embossing. Try to fill it all in, and I don't know if this will actually have the right effect. I've never done this before, so I'll take a picture once it dries and put it on my blog, and then hopefully you can see the effect of it. I also want to use my new Stickles. This is Pine, and let me give that a little squirt and make sure that's the color that I want. If not, that's a little dark, so let's be careful with this. I'll do this one here. I was looking more for, like the avocado color in here. Pine's more Christmassy. But I'll do this and then just kind of rub it in around like this, and just to give it a little bit more color and dimension. I'm trying not to squeeze it too hard to blob it out. Okay, I'm only going to do one more because I'm not really liking that too much. But I don't want it to look funny, it just being there all by itself like that. You know, another thing you can do is you can do some paper piecing. I always do that, that's so funny. And, you know, emboss another one of these and then just cut out, you know, not necessarily emboss it, but you can, oh, let me just grab a random piece of paper I have on my desk. You know, you could emboss another one and then use this shape to put on this one, and like I said, do some paper piecing. Okay, it's okay. Not 100% happy with it, but it pops up a little bit. I may have ended up wiping that off. Who knows? All right, so that is my card. All I have to do is put her little beak on, and you know, I'm back and forth about that. Not really sure I like that, but all right. Thanks all so much for watching. You have a great day.